Hey everyone, welcome to Connie Reacts. I'm your host, and today we are reacting to episode 1 of Megalobox. So let's get this started right off the bat with saying that I have almost no clue what this is about. This is just one of the ones that interested me for this season because I know the very basic concept. It's about boxing. And I'm actually a big fan of boxing. I don't talk about it much, not even as much as pro wrestling, and I don't even really watch it much anymore. But I actually really do like boxing. um, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Sonny Liston, just all of the greats. Mike Tyson, of course. I mean, can't forget him. um, yeah, it's just you can't deny it has this certain appeal to it. It's almost like a dance. Two partners interlocked in just intricate movements around each other while trying to figure out basically how to knock the crap out of each other. I've seen a little bit of Hajime no Ippo. I haven't seen all of it. I'm trying to remember where I got in that. I don't even remember. It's been a while since I watched any of it. But I have seen a bit of that, and I enjoyed it, what I've seen. Um, the thing here, though, is that Megalobox is probably not going to be as long, for one, and is probably, at least for now, going to be a one-season thing. So I'd say about 12, 13 episodes. Pretty standard. I also know that it's pretty popular. I've seen people talking about this already, and they seem to really enjoy it, so that's always a good sign. But other than that, yeah, I don't know anything about this. Another thing to note, just like all the other spring 2018 stuff this season, this is on a trial basis. What that means is I will watch episode 1, and afterwards I will determine whether or not I think this will be good for reactions. If I say it's good, then we will continue reacting. If not, that doesn't mean I'm going to drop the show. It just means I might watch it on my own time instead of doing reactions to it. I don't know at the moment. It could go either way. um, it might end up being something that I do really dislike, but honestly, I don't see that happening. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't. I just have this feeling that I'm gonna like it. I might be wrong, but I have this feeling. Um, at least enough to continue on for now. So yeah, we're gonna see where this goes. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play, because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So I'm sure of two things after watching this first episode of Megalobox. One, I am interested. I am very much interested to see where this goes. And two, I will not be reacting to this. And let me explain why. To put it simply, while I am interested to see where this goes, I'm not invested. I'm not really super invested or excited for the story to come. I'm interested to see where it goes because just I like boxing, and I like the factor of this first fight we're going to get, this first real fight. um, if it's even going to show it. For all I know, it could just skip past it, and the next episode could start with Junk Dog, or whatever his name was, laying on the mat, half dead. um, yeah, just overall, while this was interesting, that's kind of all it was to me. It was interesting. It wasn't investable. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't like it didn't capture my attention as much as I feel it could have or should have. It wasn't what I'd call generic, but it didn't do anything to really stand out either, which in my eyes kind of makes it kind of meh to me. Because the first episode has to hook you in. It has to really get you wanting to see more. And my only interest in seeing more is because I want to see where this fight goes. That's basically it. Nothing else in the episode really got me interested. I don't care about the main character. I'm not invested in this Megalonia tournament. And the sport itself, while interesting that they're using like these cybernetic enhancements that they put on before each match, I don't know. At least what we got so far, they're not selling it as well as I feel something like this should be. Hajime no Ippo sold boxing well. It got you invested in it with its direction, its pacing, its characters, and just how it showed the matches. It got you invested. This, it feels like it's trying to... It feels like it's trying too hard. Like it's trying to be something special or unique. And it comes off as a little fake because of it. It doesn't feel as natural. It doesn't feel as smooth and exciting. Now, this is just my thoughts on the first episode, mind you. This could go anywhere. But we've seen these kind of stories before. Like where there's this dude living in this slummy area who has dreams of becoming a big name in whatever he's good at. And he enters this tournament or whatever in the big city where he's not supposed to be. And gets respect and recognition and everything from that. I mean, like I mentioned it during the reaction. This was seen, for example, in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds with Yusei. It's kind of the same concept here. We've seen this thing done before. It's nothing new or special. And I've said it before, I don't really feel it needs to be sometimes. Like, there can be older concepts that are executed really well, but this feels like it's old. This show feels like it's old. Like, seriously, even going back and looking through for a thumbnail before I started doing this afterthoughts. I was looking for something to use as a thumbnail. I'm looking at this is 2018? I mean, like, watching it, when I was actually watching it, I still didn't feel like it was from 2018. It felt more like maybe 2015. Maybe 2016, but definitely not 2017 or above. It does not feel like a modern anime at all. And that's not a good thing in the way I mean it. Because there are some anime that have a nostalgic feeling that can be really good because of it. For example, Kaiji Ultimate Survivor felt a lot older than it actually was. But it was great because of it, because the style of it really lent itself to it, and the story and characters and all, it really worked for that kind of anime. This, it just feels old. It doesn't feel like, oh, this is nostalgic and cool. No, it just feels old. It feels like this is something that just doesn't belong. It just doesn't belong coming out in 2018. And again, it's not bad. It's not like it's a terrible anime or anything. It's just, it doesn't do anything like... I don't want to say it doesn't do anything right. It doesn't do what it should. It feels like it's doing the bare minimum necessary for relevance. And I'm actually really disappointed because, again, as I said in the pre-thoughts, people were actually really excited about this. People have been giving all this hype about it, and I don't see it. Now, here's a fun thing to note, though. When it was first airing, when I first saw episode 1 of season 1 of My Hero Academia, I didn't see the hype. I didn't think it was that great. I wasn't really invested in My Hero Academia until episode 2 ended. Episode 2 is what got me invested in the show. Episode 1 of My Hero Academia, it got me interested. But I kind of had the same feelings I'm having here for Megalobox. And that's a good thing, I feel. That gives me hope. Because maybe Megalobox will do the same thing. Maybe the second episode is what will hook me in and invest me. Maybe the second episode is where it will really get my attention and really get me invested in what this anime is trying to show. If that's the case, awesome. Can't wait. But I'm not going to react to it. I feel like, one, this kind of show, even if it does get really, really good, I don't feel like this kind of show would be great for reactions. It just doesn't feel like that kind of show to me. And two, I have other things I need to focus on for reactions. So this, something that I'm not even sure if I'm going to like, I'm not going to continue forward with at this point. I think I need to focus my reactions on stuff that I know I'm going to like. Which is why I was doing this trial run thing in the first place. Because I know I can't react to everything. Even if I would like to. I can't react to everything, so I have to make these choices. And I'll still continue watching this for now. But I'm not going to react to it. I just don't think it's good for that. Yeah. But tell me in the comments below what you thought of this first episode of Megalobox. Did you like it more than I did? Did you think it did live up to the hype? Or were you kind of like me and just a little disappointed by it? Or were you even more disappointed than I was? Tell me all your thoughts on everything I mentioned and more in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
Or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears.